So frustratingly, the first recording I did of this failed. Um, this is a little captain's log type thing. I'm an old school internet person. This is a kind of vlogging that we used to do on YouTube, for those of you who weren't around. But the idea with this is I just want to sit down every once in a while, share my thoughts and feelings about this trip, between the previous log and present. It'll probably primarily deal with whatever's currently happening, more so than previous, just by virtue of me being a human and kind of being more in the moment, less able to recall the stuff that's past. But a couple days ago, let me start here. It's currently November 25th, 2025, 1:15 in the morning. Be 2.5 days-ish until my flight leaves from here. 3 stops. Final stop, Okinawa. I'll be landing in the evening. I don't know where I'm going to be staying yet. But I imagine I'll be getting off of that plane pretty awake. So my plan right now is to just kind of wander. And see what I get up to. And then figure out where I'm going to sleep the next night, basically. I have looked into hostels. There are hostels everywhere. I think that's probably where I'm going to start because it'll be sort of easier on me. It'll give me a little bit more freedom. And then from there, I might go camp for a while. Suffice it to say, this isn't so much about the plan as it is about where I'm at right now. Why did I decide to go to Japan? Well, a few months ago, maybe 5 months ago now, something like this, I lost my job. I had been working from home for quite some time because I wasn't comfortable in the office. And being home all the time, I got cabin fever, and I got really depressed, and I wasn't able to focus on my work. I wasn't engaging with it, and it severely impacted my performance, and I never really realized this until months later, long after I'd lost my job. After I lost my job, I thought that I would go back to what I was doing before, which was school bus driving, just to kind of keep paying the bills until I figured out what exactly I wanted to do next. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that job for unknown reasons. So my depression worsened and deepened until eventually I experienced suicidal thoughts, and I've had that in the past. I grew up with it, and I'm not willing to accept those thoughts into my life. So I realized in that moment that I needed to do something. So I went outside, I touched some grass, I took my youngest brother for a drink and some supper, and we got to talking, and he said, well, why don't you go travel? I think most of us have that idea in our head as something that we want to do, and I've done a little bit of it, nothing major, but he got me thinking about it again. And originally I was going to start in Europe and make my way east. I was actually pretty much just going to do Europe at first. And a few days later, I decided to commit to the plan. And then I was talking with my family, and my dad suggested, well, what are you going to do about the cold weather? And I thought, it's Europe. It won't be that cold. But then I looked into it, and yeah, even in the southernmost parts of Europe, it gets pretty cold in the winter. Cold enough that it's not maybe the most comfortable place. So then I reevaluated and landed on going to Okinawa first, where it will be temperate and warm, tropical. It'll be my first time in a tropical climate. Not counting a brief period of time I was in Florida, but yeah. So that's what spurred the idea of this adventure, and I was very gung-ho about it. For the first couple of weeks of prep, I've been running around and telling people, and I've been getting more outside my shell. I've been very active and very much not depressed. But then some days ago, let's say not quite a week, I started to feel kind of down again. And I've been feeling kind of sluggish lately. A couple of days ago, I was struck with pretty severe travel anxiety, enough to make me want to cancel the trip entirely. But once I say I'm going to do something, it's pretty hard to stop me. So I'm going, whether I like it or not. So I pushed through that anxiety, and now that I'm on the other side of that anxiety, confusingly, I seem to be experiencing a little bout of depression again. I feel like I feel like I'm very alone. I've put a lot of energy into connecting with people the last few weeks, more than I rightly should have. I definitely should have been putting more time and energy into preparing for this trip. I'm going in a lot blinder than I think most people would consider even remotely close to reasonable. For me, I'm not terribly bothered by it. I would like to be a little more prepared, and depending on how cleanup around here goes tomorrow, I may get a chance yet to do a little bit more preparation work. But point is, I put a lot of time and energy into connecting with people. New people, lots of new people, but also people who have been around for some time. I have spent literally as much time as humanly possible with my best friend. I'm only able to see him on Sundays for about 4 hours a day, and I have spent all 4 of those hours every Sunday with him. I think he's gonna drive me to the airport. If not, he'll see me there. I've taken my siblings all out for food or to movies, or we mini golf and things like this. And through all of that, for the most part, I feel perhaps less connected. And my family means a lot to me, man. Yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Feeling pretty rough. Honestly, not really looking forward to it, but there's deep down, I know I'm excited for it. So I'm just really hoping that I feel better tomorrow, man, because I'm not in a great place right now. Not in a great place with it.